better not be a big, you know, in between here. You know, 1 minute match, 15 minutes in between. That would suck. Here we go. So let's start this again, shall we? HBZ starting on flight control as aliens, and 2 hours later, starting in data core.
Power building the armory, probably going early mines because they're worried about a base rush.
I would be. And there you go.
I would hope so. Actually, you got a nice early gorge from HBZ with a tunnel in flight control, so maybe going for sub-access and holding that southern side.
We got Depara and Crossroads, Bixum in there as well. You got Mortman and Biohazard and Ventilation, watching Fireman and Polargear build up ventilation while QB and KB are up in reactor core.
This is a nice flank. I think they've actually made some good positioning there. They've taken up Polargear, Fireman's all alone, he's overwhelmed, and he's going to get taken out on the extractor kill there. Nice.
Nice. Nice cleanup here, taking the extractor early in the game. That was a good win. For HBZ, KB and QB now moving from reactor core into Atrium, while these three skulks move into pipe junction. Tinky taking a couple pop shots as they pass through. Ludwig down in ventilation. Odd.
We're seeing a lot of better stuff from HBZ right now. They brought the gorge in just enough to help out so they can hold ventilation now. Biohazard would have been alone, but they bring the gorge in, make him useful, slow those marines down. He's got that tunnel at sub-access, which is nice to see. They've got the extractor on top of that, saving them some money.
Ludwig coming back into sub-access. Gorge tunnel, as you can see, is already put down. He may try to escape through there just so he doesn't lose that gorge. He'll try his best to try to take these guys out. Nice job. Buying enough time for Biohazard to get out of there. But doesn't do anything.
Yeah, Ludwig running out of energy, taking a lot of damage. Mortimer comes out and again he gets killed. All the aliens are down right now. He was the commander, right? Or the commander's out of the chair?
Yeah, Omba.
On the alien side.
Bixum, Omba, and Depara now all coming out there. Omba getting killed. Tinky killing Fireman. Polargear the only one left there. Oh, they actually put mines down in sub-axis as well. Meanwhile, on the north side of the map, we got KB and QB coming down into Crevice, where they just sniped down that harvester.
Yeah, that was an unfortunate 1v1 that the aliens lost. 10 HP Marine actually managed to kill the alien, clear the room, and then clear an extractor, so it's a really costly little loss there.
We got Bixum coming down right below the walkway here, pushing KB and QB back. There's two skulks trying to push them back.
We're seeing a lot of outnumbered engagements from the aliens, so there's a 2v1 in the north, there's a 2v1 in the south. They're losing them all the time because you're always going to get outnumbered and killed. Actually, KB does go down to his teammate. We need to see more res harass and spreading these marines out, I think.
Yeah, Tinky and Fireman down here, they're the ones doing the... I mean, this game is being controlled by 2 hours later right now. They're really controlling the flow, controlling where HBZ has to go. And a lot of that goes to, you know, they're winning a lot of these engagements. 15-4, actually. So
wow.
They are dominating in engagements, and obviously we know that other than being an economy game, if you can't even up the engagements or at least win the few that, especially early game, you lose tons of map control.
Yeah, I mean the combat defines the map control you have, and the map control defines the extractors you have, and then it just becomes all about the res after that. You can see they're on 4+2 extractors, and the aliens have slowly lost a couple of theirs.
Tinky building up down in sub-access. We got Bixum coming down after Fireman here in computer lab.
A little bit of base harass, which is nice to see on the IP from Maltman. If he gets the kill, which I don't think he will because Polargear comes to defend just in time, that would have been a nice little bit of 20 damage to the T-res.
I think he should have stayed on it.
Well,
and just tried to juke. I mean, he had Polargear coming around the corner. He had the commander jumping out.
He's brought them back to defend though, which is nice, and you've actually got ventilation probably going down. It'll be hard to call. But they need someone at reactor core to take advantage of those two guys who came back to defend, start hitting these extractors, because they're on 6 right now, and they're on the aggressive side.
And they've only lost 1 this entire match, and we're 4 minutes in. They should have lost at least 3 by now. 4 if they're doing really good res biting.
Something we are seeing though, the Marines haven't actually gone for the upgrades just yet. They're taking a lot of time to get weapons 1. And it's not just money that it costs, it takes time, and you've got to start about the 3-minute mark. They're going for, it's a little bit late I'd say, but they've got plenty of money, so they should be able to keep up with upgrades. But the lurks are out, and they need to make sure these lurks do a lot of damage right now whilst they have the advantage.
Got a lurk out on the field. Bixum coming down into Crevice with Depara. Got QB backing off there. He's got a little bit of drifter support.
Yeah, and the early gorge pretty much means that they can go 2 lurks, but it's going to be extremely costly mid-late game when you don't have enough fades or onos.
This is interesting. If they can actually, you know, get Atrium cleared as well, then they can actually assist to the north. They've already, you know, they've taken Crossroads a bit ago, but Tinky is there now, getting rid of the infestation. Bixum and Ludwig are going to respond to this. Weapons 1 is almost done. Phase Gate tech has started just a few seconds ago.
Bixum struggling with the 1v1, and then teammates come in to support, and that's actually Crossroads cleared for the alien side. Extractor goes down with the Gorge ready to build there, and Lurk coming to defend Computer Lab. KB and Fireman on the aggressive, but they've only got rifles, they've got shotguns.
Shotguns are on their way. 2 spurs completed for HBZ. Ludwig and Bixum coming around to defend Computer Lab. KB and Fireman are backing off a bit. They need to clear Crevice out of there, and they need to get another, they need to establish a little bit more map control, and they also need to start biting a lot of this res, as we've both been saying this entire time. They're just not doing it fast enough, which is going to just allow 2hrsLater to just pump out all these upgrades.
Yeah, Crevice has been alive for way too long now. I mean, it's taken so much armor damage from Infestation, which just implies how little actual damage they've been doing with the life forms, and it's such an easy kill there without phase gates, Atrium. That should have been cleared very long ago, I think. QB and Pelagia coming in to defend it now, so probably still not killed.
Come on, Morton, juke it! Come on, you got this!
Juke against 2.
Oh.
They did well there.
Nice shot there with Pelagia with the pistol. 12% on that extractor. Ludwig and Bixum here in Computer Lab. We got a little bit of defense there. Biohazard now in the vents on the north end of sub-access. There goes down a phase gate in sub-access. Phase gate in Crevice.
They've got a great flanking position though. Biohazard comes straight out the side. Depara from behind. Bixum scan from the front as Lurk. They take one player out, very nice. KB's all alone. The phase gate isn't built. He's got no reinforcements. Tinky from the side from ventilation. But the Gorge is there to heal. Looks like they will get all these Marines down without losing any life forms, perhaps just one scope. That's a phase gate kill, very nice.
That was a really nice cleanup, really nice engagement there by HBZ winning that. If they can clear this out and secure it, but we got Pelargir and QB and KB coming up from Summit Reception, almost catching Bixum as he flies around that corner, tagging Depara, and he cannot engage that. He's got to get out of there.
Still no shotguns bought. Actually, they must have cancelled them because you said you called it rightly. They cancelled them again.
They were starting.
They're
so
hesitant for these shotguns.
Oh no, Bixum! No! Okay. Perfect.
So they're going for the phase gate up in Summit Reception probably, but all this movement in the north side means that they've actually taken sub-axis very easily with the tunnel. It's infested, and that's going to leave them with 4 extractors if they can actually clear up Crossroads, which will be difficult.
Finally got sub-access cleared, killed that with a whip. If they can get this phase gate up here in Crossroads, which has just been scouted out by the Drifter, also got a phase gate coming here in Summit. They're going to recycle the one that is on the north end of Crevice.
Yeah, I'm not convinced that that's the right play right now, because Summit Reception is a great aggressive position, but they're going to lose a lot of extractors if if HBZ go for those extractors, because it's not the greatest position to hold the south. Actually, Crossroads, they get Crossroads as well. So they're doing good on res though. I mean, that's another extractor down at Reactor Core. Tinky 1v1 up against Depara. Depara has the advantage, but the pistol's missing. Tinky finishes it in the last couple of shots, which is nice. Ventilation's gone down. Crossroads still isn't taken for the Marine side, and looks like Summit Reception might be built, unless this Fade can do a lot of plays.
They have back down. They got 3 extractors right now, +1. They can secure Crossroads. They're going to put up Reactor Core. That's going to give them 5. They can take ventilation really easily and just win this res game. And poor HBZ, I mean, their options are really limited at this point. They do have Mortman right now out as a Fade. It looks like Depara is going to either go Fade or go Onos. Biohazard at 41 as well.
So Summit Reception at phase gate was cleared out nicely, but the 2 Marines come in to back it up and clear those life forms off. They were out of energy, out of health, so they were clearing that thing low on those resources. And a bit of pressure on the south side. Computer Lab, KB and Fireman playing defensively, but the Fade and the Lurk come in. Fade doing a great job. Lurk still in combat. This guy's got full health, and these Marines are definitely going to go down.
The thing is here, now that shotguns are done, they're going to get those out on the field. You're going to have, they're really great shots. You can see that in the engagements, 35 to 17, that they're really hammering HBZ. So now with shotguns, even at level 1, it's just going to be really detrimental to HBZ, because if they're having trouble with these many Marines, with just LMGs, well, then when the shotguns come out, it's just going to be 10 times worse. And that Fade better be careful.
Yeah, they haven't got Carapace, so he's running with Adrenaline probably, maybe Celerity, although I wouldn't expect it. And yeah, he's going to have a hard time. They haven't actually bought more than one shotgun yet, I don't believe. Fireman sitting defending Crossroads with KB with that shotgun in place. Bixum taking a huge amount of damage, on 10%.
Oh, wow.
Frighteningly close, both of those life forms to death. And those are the only upper life forms they have right now. I'm looking at P-Res. They've got 2 guys saving for Onos, which is nice to see. They've got a long-term plan. Looks like they're probably just going to try and hold off kill extractors and try and get those Onos before the tech is too high on the Marine side.
The tech can, I mean, they can get out-teched right now. I mean, if 2hrsLater has all this res, I just can see in the next couple minutes here, before the Onai come out, you know, Advanced Armory get pumped out, Protolab get pumped out, and Jets. If they can get that out pretty soon, then they'll be able to wreck those Onai as they come out on the field.
Yeah, they're doing a lot better on res. They're taking out ventilation, but it's still too high. They need to start dealing with this a lot more. They need to make a much more concerted effort to deal with the extractors that are on the field right now, because 5 is far too many to deal with. They'll be on weapons 3 soon enough, and they'll be going for those jetpacks by the time the Onus come out, if they stay at this rate.
Robotics Factory has been dropped. There's the Advanced Armory that is going up. That costs 30 T-Res. He's going to need another 40 to drop a Protolab, and then another 25 to research Jets. And from a P-Res standpoint, 2hrsLater is sitting pretty with tons of P-Res for almost all of their members. You got 51, 34, 34, 39. So they can go a couple rounds of shotgun jetpacks.
No, I'm thinking right now, why aren't 2hrsLater pushing? I mean, they've got an opening in the base, they've got great phase gate position, they're actually sending 2 shotgunners in now finally. But for the last couple of minutes, I felt like that room hasn't really been defended quite as much as it could have been. And they could have taken advantage of that. They're going for the extractor. I think the Spurs might be a more valuable choice because they're far more expensive.
You know, they're going for an arc push right now. They have the economy for it, but I just think, you know, right now, that just takes a little bit. You know, like, that's too slow for me, especially if I know that most of my Marines, I mean, look at this team kill graph. You know, I mean, you're winning. You're winning most of the engagements. You can just get everyone fired up together there in Summit Reception, all with shotguns. Yeah, you're ground-based, but you could probably run in and wreck all these life forms. They're pretty dang good shots.
Seeing a little bit of retaliation in Summit Reception. 3 Marines with shotguns cleared out, now on the ground. And we got 2 Skulks and a Fade, I believe, or it's a Lurk actually. Instead of a Skulk defending and grinding that phase gate. QB comes from Crossroads, which is a smart decision, but they're still going to actually take that phase gate down, I believe.
They might. Bixum working on it, and he does. But they have so much money. I mean, look, KB can just restore it right now. Down here in sub-access, Tinky here.
Yeah, they need to clear out. There's 3 or 4 guys already at Summit Reception, but yeah, wow.
Oh!
10%, very low.
Very low. And look, with all these Marines here, they're just going to reestablish that really quickly. Biohazard goes down to QB, shotgun blast. There's the phase gate, and they're just going to go ahead and build that wall. A couple other Marines defend.
So you can see 4 Marines right now are all in the same room. That's why you've got to be behind the lines doing Atrium Reactor Core, forcing these guys to defend. You can be doing res damage. It needs to happen. You've got to get through somehow. I know it's difficult, but you can do it. There's holes in the defenses. And once you're through, you start doing some of this res damage and force them to spread out. And here come the arcs. They're just going to... You've got 5 extractors. They haven't got weapons 2. So maybe look to get that, I think, really, at this point.
I mean, with what we've been seeing in engagements, I don't even think they need it.
Well, you saw the fake out with 10%, and if they had weapons too,
that's true. They would have taken life forms down.
Yeah, I mean, that's why it's so valuable, because you start clearing the board rather than just sending fades away scared. You finally start killing them, getting a bit of momentum.
Well, we got that Observatory here in the corner of Summit Reception. Now it's just going to start arcing the Harvester that's in the main base. You got Tinky here in ventilation, rebuilding there. You got Pelargear checking if things are okay here in Reactor Core. And here comes the team into Crossroads.
This is all about how Mortman does right now. He's actually playing completely passively, not taking much damage. He's still got 50%, and the Gorge Bar Bomb takes out all the sentries. Phase Gate's low, and they're not killing the power. They're ignoring him. Phase Gate 20%, 10%, and they get this well straight away.
Oh my!
It still goes down.
And it still goes.
Very nice.
That was really good.
It was very brave from Depara, and that was valuable. Actually, they sacrificed that early Onos for that Gorge, but it worked out really well, I think.
Well,
Mortman's so lucky. He went in with he came out with about 1% health and no energy. Just turned the corner at Summit Reception there, very lucky.
See, HBZ's getting a lot of these little wins, you know, on the map. They're getting those little moral victories. Phase Gate here, Phase Gate down here. But at the end of the day, when you're playing a Marine team that has so much income, it's like if you don't shut down and lock down the area that you just took the Phase Gate from, one Marine was just going to jump in there and just, you know, recap it.
Yeah, and the Summit Reception Crossroads phase gates are so strong. Summit Reception's a great position to cover the north side, Crossroads as well, covering that bottom side. And they cover each other really well, so if you lose one, you can replace the other pretty quickly. And that's what we're seeing.
We got 3 Marines coming here into Crossroads, KB, QB, and Fireman. There goes a scan, and HBZ gets pushed out. They are down to 2 extractors versus 5, 2 harvesters versus 5 extractors for 2 hours later. Team resources 756 to 398. Resource towers lost 11 to 6 for HBZ.
We're finally seeing some more res harassment from Biohazard, who snuck through that Crossroads push to Reactor Core when it started going badly, but it's a bit late really. I mean, the jetpacks are done, they've got plenty of P-res, so at this point the res game becomes a little bit irrelevant because essentially the Marines have everything they need to win, and they just need to play well at this point.
So far only 1 arc has been popped out for that. Either
But it's
they're waiting
perfect
for
though,
upgrades.
No, look, because it completely counters with the Observatory the Flight Control Harvester with just 1 arc. They can never build that again.
Yeah, but what I meant is like the push. Like I'm wondering when's this push gonna happen? It looks like they're waiting for jets to finish. They got weapons 2 coming. Honestly, I think 2 hours later could have ended this probably about 5 minutes ago.
Yes, I agree. But they played it safe and they're gonna win, so can't really complain. Like,
Command station under
they're playing to win. Oh, they've a bit of a bar bomb rush into the power node on the base. Should be fine.
Yeah, Para's gonna get killed here. That's when you go. You know, you don't go alone there, especially with a team that's gonna react as quickly.
But the
And
counter
it looks
playing
like they
Summit
countered.
Reception.
Yeah. So this was that was a counter to get them out of Summit Reception, and it looked like it worked.
Bar bomb into the shotguns, that clears a couple off the board, but they've got P-res to replace those and buy jetpacks on the respawn with weapons
Oh my
too.
God.
And
They
this is
might
going really well.
Yeah, they might actually clear Summit and Crossroads. Oh no.
Get the kills, Mortman's extremely low, he's got a shotgunner on his back with a jetpack. Ludwig getting the heals on, just enough to save his life it looks like. These guys are extremely low, and Fireman backs off. Didn't know how low they were. And Japara's going to get ruined. They've got jetpackers all around him, he's completely surrounded.
And he doesn't have leap.
If only.
I mean, they don't. It's 18 minutes in. They don't have their second hive dropped in sub access. They did take out Summit, which is good. If they were able to take down Summit and Crossroads completely, that would have been a really good move.
Yeah, if they could have held Crossroads by clearing these guys, it would have been a lot of shotguns down, a lot of jetpacks, sorry, and that would have been very valuable. But they're going to struggle with just 1 fade. Like even with the Onos coming out, I think Depara's just upgraded his maybe. Biohazard's definitely got enough. But the Onos just aren't that impressive against the jetpackers.
No.
So maybe.
No way. I know. I mean, basically these jetpackers, even when the Onos comes in, these jetpackers, all they have to do is just focus fire while they fly around him. And when you got skulks without leap, I mean, what else? What are you gonna do? Oh no! Down here
Down
in
at
sub access.
and alert goes down
And
as well. Terrible, that's really unfortunate. Yeah, that was Depara. He spent a lot of P-res on a fade down in sub-access and tried to defend 1v1 up against a shotgun jetpack. And then he overcommitted, and then the guys came and reinforced from the north side, and he got taken out.
they definitely scanned down this drop really quickly, and they definitely needed this hive. It's gonna go down. Mortman's got to be
over
careful.
Biohazard flying around as a sculpt. Gets a kill on a jetpack, a really nice job. Luwek comes in with low health. He's trying to get up against the Hive to heal it a bit, but he's going to get ruined if he does.
11%.
And this is the aliens they're just trying to recover and play defensively, and they're just going to lose at this point.
While that was happening, Pelargear and KB are here in flight control. They're doing a little bit of an attack for themselves. There is a beacon. Back to the main base, take everyone out, rearm, reload, get back into Crossroads. Got Tapara on the Crevice RT.
Yeah, this looks like a beacon just to heal up, get ammo, get the weld on, and go straight for the flight control Hive.
This is the end game, I think.
Bixum in the room with an egg as a lurk, and they're not killing him. Ah, tragic.
Oh, he got out of there just in time.
So the only counterplay the aliens have right now is a Sculpt headed to the base, which I'm not convinced is going to do anything. The commander could take him, I think. Actually, he's on the power node, and if it wasn't welded, let's see if it was. It was. He's going for something else, the observatory for the beacon.
I'm just hearing a bunch. Oh, there's a fade. I'm just seeing a bunch of shotgun blasts go off, and just Marines flying everywhere. Hive is down to 51%. Use of a bone wall. And this is over. Wow. Well, there you go.